up? What's up, guys? If you see me looking to the left, I just want to make sure everything's fine, everything's clear. You guys can see me clearly and hear me clearly. But welcome, you guys. Today we're diving into the vibrant world of African American entertainment in Baltimore. From hidden gems to influential figures, I can't talk today. Influential figures, we'll explore the rich history and cultural impact that has shaped this iconic city's entertainment scene. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, join me on this captivating journey through Black America's artist legacy in Baltimore. Right, because Baltimore does have a rich history. I know a lot of people know Baltimore like from The Wire and all of that, like the pow pow, bang bang, drugs, whatever, whatever. But that's not all it is, y'all. That's not all it is. Okay, I mean, I don't. I'm be honest. We raw and uncut over here because this is the Goddess Diary, and that's what we do. But I don't always claim my city, okay? Because let's be honest, it has a bad rep. But I know that's not true. It's not all bad. It's not all bad at all. Like I found this book. Well, my grandmother had this book, and my dad gave it to me, or my mom gave it to me, and it's the Black America series, African American Entertainment in Baltimore, and it's interesting. I haven't read it yet, but I wanted to share it with y'all because I think that it is a wonderful look in how things used to be, and that give Baltimore a bit of a better give people a better perspective of what Baltimore was and what Baltimore could be if people just wasn't the way they were. Y'all gonna see my hand come like this because half my screen is right there, but it's fine. But anyway, I'm gonna read an excerpt from the back of the book because you know that back of the book. All my book lovers out there, the back of the book basically tells you what you're gonna get into. So y'all gonna see the front of the book. Here you go. If you want to pick it up, order it on Amazon, whatever. This is the book. But it says African American entertainment in Baltimore captures the brilliance of the city's musical heritage from 1930 to 1980. Wow. This educational and entertaining volume invites readers to take a visual trip down memory lane to the days when Pennsylvania Avenue, I know where that is, the heart of the city's African American community, vibrated with life. Celebrated within these pages are entertainers such as the Ink Spots, Sunny Till and the Orioles, Illinois Jacket, I'm assuming that's how you say it, Cab Calloway, I know who that is, Lionel Hampton, Sammy Davis Jr., Slappy White, Pearl Bailey, Billie Holiday, y'all, and Eliza Fitzgerald, whom we all know. I hope. The Avenue's hottest night spots and theaters, including the legendary Royal Theater, the Regent Theater, the Sphinx Club. Oh, wait, the Sphinx and the Club Casino, and the DJs and promoters who helped cultivate the city's musical talents. Y'all, I had no idea that back then they had club promoters. Like, I might have thought so, but I didn't. How do y'all think? And this is a question that y'all can answer in the chat or in the comments, however y'all see fit. But how y'all think those club promoters promoted them clubs and stuff back then? Do you think it was as flamboyant as they do today? I mean, I'm sure they did, like, I guess maybe flyers and stuff, but how do y'all think that the club promoters back then promoted their acts? Because it wasn't computers and cell phones and things like that. It was probably word of mouth a lot. But how do y'all think they did it? I'm fascinated by this kind of stuff. I really am. Um, but yeah, like the 1930s and 80s, that's a long time. And I'm pretty sure a lot of this was somewhat segregated to an extent, considering the time frame of which these events took place. But we're going to explore chapter 1 today. I want to explore chapter 2 a little bit as well, but I'm not sure. I kind of wanted to stick to chapter 1 and see how far we can get, because I'm going to read some and then I'm going to stop and we're going to talk about it, because I feel like A lot of this stuff deserves discussion. That's probably my cat somewhere. But I feel like a lot of this deserves discussion because, even if you don't live in Baltimore, just to discuss the idea that other cities was like this too is amazing. But anyway, so chapter 1 is called Something to Do, which I think is so interesting. So here's a little excerpt from it. I want to do this, but I know y'all can kind of see the book. It says it was all about something to do. Where were we going to go before the show, after the show, or for the show? What were we going to eat? What were we going to drink? Who were we going to see? This chapter shows the most popular neighborhoods of Baltimore, located on its main entertainment artery, Pennsylvania Avenue. It features the men and women who envisioned ownership of an elegant watering hole, the edifices and their staff, and star maids. Yes, star maids, not barmaids. We ain't do that. We was different down here. Star maids, not barmaids. For it was understood that they were just as popular, if not more so, than the club owners or famous entertainers who stopped by. Transport yourself back to the bamboo Gambies and the casino, and have a drink on us. Have a drink on them, y'all. Okay, so there's a picture here. I'm gonna read the description and I'll show y'all the picture. The Bamboo Lounge was located at 1426 Pennsylvania Avenue, a more quiet section of the street nicknamed the Avenue. Owner Ted Carver created an exotic ambiance, serving international dishes and outfitting his staff with intercontinental attire. Show y'all the picture. Can y'all see that? Here's the picture. I don't know which club that is, but we're going to find out. There's a lot of other pictures. There's smaller excerpts and pictures that'll be shown that I'll read from. And then we can discuss them as we go along. These Bamboo Lounge star maids of the early 1960s are dressed in Oriental attire. So they have, we have a picture of the star maids over here, and then there's an ad for the Bamboo Lounge. Like, how cool is that? I'm pretty sure Baltimore was happening back in the day. Let's see what the flyer says. It says, exotically beautiful. Greetings by Andy Janiak and Ted Carver. Bamboo Lounge, 1426 Pennsylvania Avenue. Serving exciting cocktails from far off lands. Honolulu Cooler, Oriental Splendor, Bamboo Punch, China Mist, and Flamingo Congo. These drinks, though. These drinks. Baltimore's first and only supper club serving foods from Japan, Hawaii, Africa, and China, home of the famous African burger. Ooh, I wonder what was on that. What y'all think was on that African burger, though? I'm curious. Let's ponder that for like 5 minutes. I want to know what was on that burger, and I want to know what was in these drinks. Like, I don't know the names. It's the names. Okay, next we have a picture of the Comedy Club. The Comedy Club was established by the late Ike Dixon, a drummer and founder of the Traveling Jazz Band, in 1920. He opened the Comedy Club in 1934 at 1414 Pennsylvania Avenue. Many national stars from the New Albert Hall, the Savory, and the Strand performance venues gathered here after showtime to party. Here is the Comedy Club. Let me try and move my finger. Here's the Comedy Club right here. I'll put it up to the camera a little bit more. That bar was wicked. Look at that. That bar was wicked. Sorry I don't have no music playing in the background, y'all. It's because I'm actually going live straight from YouTube and not from what's the name, but the next one I'll definitely have some music in the background. Oh, this gonna tell us about some of the acts that were there and some of the people that were seen there. But what do y'all think? How do y'all feel about this so far? Like them drinks though, and that African burger. I really want to know. I really want to know what was on there. Me drink some water, y'all. I'm thirsty. Sometimes reading can be thirsty work. But yeah, I didn't know that Baltimore has such a rich history with music. Um, like I know how it's been portrayed on different TVs, like SVU, The Wire, obviously best known for The Wire. I mean, The Wire did kind of put Baltimore on the map for something else. Claps for that, but it also kind of gave attention to, in my opinion, the more negative side. You know, I mean that's okay. Every city has its negative side, but I kind of, and there's a lot of movies out there that also do the positive side of different cities and stuff. It's just, sometimes that's hard to see through all the smoke. You know what I mean? All right. It said, all right, we got some pictures coming up and some more. I love this book. It says, this is the Comedy Club musical bar postcard with inserts of Ike Dixon Sr. and his sons Howard and Ike Jr. So that's who this is at the top here. I'm assuming Ike Jr. at the top. I mean, Ike Sr. at the top and his two sons at the bottom. We're going to get to the other pictures, but there you go for what you can see. Our next picture is a picture of a local nightclub, the last place that Billie Holiday performed in Baltimore. So this picture here, over here, I can't tell which way I'm pointing, but over here, this is a picture of the last club that Billie Holiday performed at here in Baltimore. And I know a lot of people love Billie Holiday. A handsome couple poses in elegant attire during a photo session at Clinton's photography studio on the avenue. They clothes though. Look at them clothes. They were sharp. They was real sharp, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them outfits. They was real lit. They was lit. All right. The fashionable ladies are partying in 1964 at Buck's Bar Breakfast Show, located at the 1100 block of Pennsylvania Avenue at the corner of Hoffman Street. Pictured from left to right are Doris, Roxy, Apple, and Ann. Last names unknown. The ladies of the 60s. Look at them. I wonder if we're going to see some wild hairstyles in here. Some real crazy wild hairstyles. Ooh, we got some stuff about the club casino. That's going to be interesting. I don't even know what half of these places are or where they were, but it's cool to see what they look like. I hope you guys think this is interesting little history tidbits too. I personally like finding out about older things and the history behind them, so I hope you can enjoy it a little bit too. Seated in the club casino from left to right are Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Haysbert, Rosa Pryor standing, and Herb Brown in 1979. And then there's a second picture, standing from left to right, the club casino lounge, are Royal Hamilton's manager, an unidentified woman, William Willie Adams, owner of the club casino, and Roy Hamilton, who clowns around for photographer Clinton. So that was on this side of the book. These two photos here. How do we feel about some of those outfits? I'll show y'all pictures again if you want. But y'all, these outfits, some of them was like real big, like they used to wear in the 90s. And then like the ladies' outfits were more subdued, not too much showing, not too revealing, I think that's interesting. It says the scene is a picture of the scene inside the club casino on Pennsylvania Avenue. We're gonna hate Pennsylvania Avenue a lot. Word of the day, Pennsylvania Avenue. In 1949. It still sits on the 1500 block of Pennsylvania Avenue today. Oh, cool. I wonder what it's called now. I never go down there, but I kind of want to know. I'm going to have to look it up. When I finish. And then we have a picture at the bottom. Standing from left to right are the late Lloyd Randolph, owner of the York Hotel, and William Little Willie Adams, two of Baltimore's outstanding businessmen. Little Willie could be called the Rockefeller of Baltimore. The Rockefeller of Baltimore. For he is a business legend in the city. As owner of multitude of companies, his most famous venue was, of course, the Club Casino. They're pictured in 1973. 1973, guys. There you go. 1973. 1963, sorry. 63, not 73. Okay, this is where some of the one of the outfits that I first seen when I looked at this book, I was like, it's so it's interesting. It's fringe. It got fringe. It got shiny bits on it. It got tassels on it. Like it got everything. But let's read an excerpt. This party at the Winchester Armory was held in the 1950s following a basketball game between the Sphinx Club and the Philadelphia Old Timers. The Winchester Armory is an Army National Guard reserve building used. I wonder if that's the fifth now. If that's the fifth Reginald Armory. I wonder. I don't know why it's glitching like that, but I wonder if that's the fifth now. We have the fifth Reginald Armory where they used to go for like club. They used to transform it into a club, and all the high school kids would go down there. We called it the fifth, but maybe it's a National Army Reserve building used as a dance hall for cabaret. They used to call clubs and parties cabarets, y'all. My grandma went to a cabaret. She got a picture of her at a cabaret for her husband. And social functions. It still stands in the same location today at Winchester Street and Bradish Avenue. I'm going to remember that because I want to know if it's the fifth. If it's the fifth Reginald Armory, I'm going to die. But here's that picture right here. So y'all can see it's a little blurry, but this is the outfit I'm talking about on the other side. It says, this is a view inside Gamby's club. Inside Gamby's, the club where Red Fox, y'all. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. Red Fox fine-tuned his stand-up routine. Comedian Red Fox became the club's master of ceremonies in 1942. He ventured to Baltimore after jaws became scarce in New York City. Pictured here are some of Red Fox's friends, Gamby's owner Chandler Wynn, and two unidentified ladies. But her outfit is the one I was talking about. It got tassels on it. Wait a minute, hold on. It got tassels on it. It got fringe. It got shiny things. Like, that's a lot. They used to put everything in them goddamn outfits. Let's see. Walter Rouse left. One of the owners of Gamby's on Pennsylvania Avenue hosts a special affair at the club for singing star Roy Hamilton. Third from the left. Oh, he the third from the left. Is that Smokey Robinson? Nah. He just looked like him. And living legend and businessman Little Willie Adams, second to the left. With them are four of Walter's star maids. Cool. Star maids. I like that they call them star maids and not barmaids. Ooh, then we got the famous Moonglow nightclub, located in the 1600 block in the Penn Hotel. This picture was taken in the 1930s. So here we go. We got something from the 1930s, and then we got up here. Sorry, it's so blurry. There we go. They all look so, put together. Ain't that interesting? They all look so put together. I'm thirsty again. But what do y'all think so far? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think so far? I think it's very interesting. And even if people don't find it interesting, I'm just happy to share this little titty bitty of information. Because it interests me very much so. It interests me very much so. I know the clothes is awesome. I want to see if there's another book in the series. I'm not sure, but I want to see if there's another book in the series. But I'm gonna start. This is probably gonna be like a mini series, so I probably won't do it again this week coming, I'll do it the next week so we can explore chapter 2. Let's see. Patrons of the avenue are seen here, including Walter Brown and his guest, Harry the horse, and 3 lovely ladies. Who the heck is Harry the horse? I, I'll do some research on these people later. I'm going to read all the captions and then I'll show y'all all the pictures. This is another view of patrons at the avenue. Included in the photo are Frank Reddish, Clint Jenkins, and Bill Bell. This picture features members of a social club posing at a private social event. Oh wow, these outfits are gorgeous. And then there are some well-known star maids. But here are all the pictures I just read captions for. Try to get it so it's not so blurry. But the picture at the top right, their dresses are so pretty and so demure. Like nobody's showing too much skin or none of that. Not that it's an issue in the world today, but you know, they was always all put together and just look nice. And then at the end of the chapter, it says, here's a showcase of some of Baltimore's club owners. I'll read their names and then show all the pictures. Irvin Sutton, Charles Tilghman, I think it is, James Johnson, Joseph Quill, James Carroll, Esther Harris, Calvin Lyles, I think it's Scipio Lofton, Charles Lofton, Howard Dixon, Bob Haynes, Wilbert Jones, Clark Gray, Mr. Fox, and we got a first name. He's just Mr. Fox. We just gonna call him Mr. Fox because that's what Mr. Fox is. Willie Adams, Sterling Phillips, James Richmond, Herb Morris. Wait, Walter? Just Walter? Walter Brown. They wrote their own names. I'm gonna say Theophilius, but what? I can't. Y'all, this name is tripping me up. Theophilus. Theophilus. I'm just gonna say Theophilus because it's spelled Theophilus. How would y'all say that? Theophilus Jones. Johnny Shaw, Charles Hayes, and Frank Reddish. And Theophilus is right here. Theophilus is at the bottom. Here are all those people. So how do we feel about the first chapter, y'all? I know it's not really a book that has like information and it's just pictures. But those pictures speak so much volume to what times were like back then. In truth, I wanted to read the introduction in the beginning, but I figured I'd save it for last because I feel like I wanted you guys to get a sense of the history and what things looked like before I read the introduction, because I feel like looking at it, you can kind of put yourself back into that time and like think about what it would have been like if you were there. But let's take a look at the actual introduction of the book. It's kind of long though, so I'm not going to read all of it because it's like a page and then the back page. But this is just the backdrop that just think about this while I read it. This is why I wanted to look at the pictures and stuff first. Just close your eyes and think about what this introduction says. At present, our economy is experiencing many shades of red. The failing stock market, record unemployment, massive layoffs, corporate scandals, and collapsing retirement funds. During these trying times, our most soothing relief comes through understanding our history, seeing that our perseverance through the present and our foregoing of the future begins with the wisdom of our past pilgrimages. The fruits of our lives are our arts, our music, our theater, and our good times. The roots of these are where the folks gather to sing, to play, to share, to inspire, to create. and recreate. We return to the roots, to the blackest part of the soil, to the oil of our existence. Here we are reminded that no matter how in the red we may be, our artistic heritage sustains and remains the essence that keeps us in the black, rich beyond bounds. For Baltimore, this is undoubtedly the gospel truth. Baltimore's very rich arts and entertainment history started during the 1920s with the Royal Theater located on what was the city's main entertainment artery, Pennsylvania Avenue. The Royal, established in 1921 as the Douglas Theater, played host to a variety of great entertainers such as Ethel Waters, Louis Armstrong, Fats Waller, Louis Jordan, Nat King Cole, Red Fox, The Temptations, The Supremes, and James Brown. Its fame made it a crucial part of the Chitlin Circuit. Ain't that funny? The Chitlin Circuit. The network of a major American city's theaters, concert halls, and lounges, where Black entertainers displayed and honed their crafts as musicians, singers, dancers, actors, and comedians. A facet of this entertainment network also included nightclubs, bars, and after hours havens. I had to flip my hair. It's in the way. I can't read through my hair. During its heyday of the 1930s to the 1960s, Baltimore had no shortage of these hotspot hangouts gracing the corridor of Pennsylvania Avenue. Established in 1949, the Casino Club was owned by the legendary Little Willie Adams and proved a staple for Baltimore's music and art scene. After a show at the Royal Theater, one night, wait, after a show at the Royal Theater, one might find Billie Holiday and friends relaxing at the casino with a strong drink and a healthy helping of fried chicken and potato salad, and carrying on stimulating conversation about the night's performances and the goings on backstage. Baltimore was the fort for a hodgepodge of these African American clubs, like the Bamboo Lounge, Gambies, the Sphinx Club, Club Frolics, the African American clubs like the. Okay, here we go. Wait, I skipped the part. The Town Bar, the Avenue Bar. I think it's called Alhambra, Wagon Wheel, Bamboo Lounge, York Hotel, Comedy Clubs, Bucks Bar, the Sport Bar, the Millionaire Club, so many. Wonderland, the Golden Pen, Red Fox, Crossroads, Ole Land Club, Club 2701. Wow. Dreamland, Ubangi, the Velma, and Club Tijuana. I heard about Club Tijuana. I don't know if it's still around, but I've heard that name before. That's a lot of clubs, y'all. So just think about it. That entertainment circuit was huge. And when I say huge, I mean huge. But I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna stop at the next one though. The Sphinx Club arguably may have been one of the first Black members only. Wow, Black members only clubs/lounges of its kind in the United States. Let's go, Baltimore. Let's go. Established by Mr. Charlie Tilham in 1946, the Sphinx Club afforded its members an elite status with all with all the fringe benefits of its offshoot organizations like the Young Pharaohs, the Ladies of the Sphinx softball and old timers basketball teams, and the Sphinx Bowling Club. I still can't get over that was Black exclusive though. That's amazing. Like that's amazing. The club's ambiance, live music, fine food, charismatic characters, smooth wine and spirits, lively parties, lovely ladies, and the creativity of its dynamic founder intoxicated the senses. Mr. Red Fox held the Sphinx dear to his heart as one of his favorite nighttime mainstays. Baltimore's homegrown local musicians made a name for themselves as the backbone of the Chitlin Circuit. I love that, the Chitlin Circuit. I don't know, it tickles me, the Chitlin Circuit. And some acquired international fame. Mr. Bill Kinney, the often imitated voice of the Ink Spots, was born in West Baltimore and enjoyed international success as a pioneering lead crooner. Sonny Till and the Orioles, the Ink Spot successors, were born and bred in Baltimore and laid groundwork for the pantheon of Black music. I'm going to have to look into them. They formulated the secret sauce for the main ingredient of every doo-wop and R&B male vocal group since their inception in 1948. So that's where some of the sounds come from, y'all. That's where some of them sounds be coming from. Let's see. Should I read the rest? Should I read the rest, y'all? Or should I just leave it there? I mean, there's more of the intro, but I think it's a little bit too long. We could read the rest on the in the next video. But that sets the scene for what some of those pictures were that I showed you guys. But yep, this was Black America series and African American entertainment in Baltimore, chapter 1. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed looking at the pictures. I enjoyed not reading the introduction right as we started reading the book because I got to think in my mind, oh wow, all of these people, Black only members, like it shocked me. Because I would have never known none of this had not found this book. Had not found this book. Or had my grandma had this book and we found it. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me in this live stream. Please consider liking, sharing, and commenting about what you learned today in my live stream. I really do appreciate y'all being here. And tune in not this week, but the next week for chapter 2 and find out more about Black entertainment. And remember, you guys, it's never too early to celebrate Black history. Love you guys. Catch you in the next stream. Bye.